Comic Sumo was devised to explain to first-time fans the techniques you can do and those you can't. It seems more focus is now placed on the latter, perhaps because they draw more laughs. So, based on the two routines I recently saw, let's look at the core Comic Sumo gags and why they are done. So, firstly, we have the stumbling entrance, either of one man or of both. And then we have the salt gag, to show that, in theory, any amount of salt, whether large or small, can be thrown. Unintentional humor can arise when attendants forget to bring the baskets. A running theme throughout is manners and restraint. Even if you can empty the entire salt box, you don't. And you certainly don't attack a man who's warming up. Head clashes explain why starters lines were introduced in 1928. We need a suitable gap between crouching men, and both have the right to start in the center. The comic wrestlers may learn this through trial and error, or through the referee's wisdom. In practice, any wrestler may waive their right to start at the center, but Yokozuna should not, as it's considered beneath them. The initial charge into thin air illustrates the concept of matta, where one man claims he's not ready to fight. Further humor can be squeezed from wild pre-charge movements. The man who crash lands berates his foe for not signaling the matta sooner, then punishes him with a buttock poke, and perhaps a dohyo sand to the face. Some versions of the routine evidently skip this part and go straight into the silly bout, which might feature lifts by either one or both men, and a feeble slapping exchange ending with an illegal kick off the ring, which the referee will loudly condemn. The offender is asked to explain himself, the mask a product of mid-pandemic black humor, and then punished with a kick or a mallet. The band hair pull is also a staple. Perhaps led into like this. Or with a country dance. And is punishable with salt to the face, or with mallet to boot. The punished will then seek revenge. Perhaps failing, then threatening further revenge, or perhaps succeeding. And if one man needs time to wipe himself down, the other can fight the referee. It is legal to vault your opponent, so why not show this? Then follow with either seesaw struggle at the rope, or surprise attack from behind. A joint wave to the crowd makes for nice visuals. And can trigger a simultaneous fall to explain the grounds for a rematch. In this case, both referee and wrestlers can appeal to the crowd, with the former dropping his voice by an octave to impersonate a judge.
ただいまの競技についてご説明いたします。胴体と見て取り直しといたします。
The fighters, who both believe they've won, may pelt the referee with salt to vent their disgust. The sotomuso joke, producing a chop to the buttock instead of the leg, can be reached via throat holds or failed lifts. Then compounded with a volley of face slaps and well-timed blocks, all of which are legal. That can then lead to boxing, and a call for the referee not to daydream, perhaps followed by a dance, before we reach the finale. That can involve a fake sighting of a friend in the audience, and a kick in said direction, or another thwack to the head with a prop, which amazingly last week someone forgot to bring. The winner is then declared. The loser may attempt a final gag if he wishes.
Minasamani 取り組みの変更をお知らせいたします。